Okay, hello and welcome back to the next session of Creating Art over 70 with Cyan Rufus. Happy New Year. This is actually the new year now. Um, we have a pretty wet one going on out here. Let me see if I could share it with you. If I could turn this a bit here. See how wet it is out there. I'm not sure. Wait, anyway. Well, anyway, it's pretty wet. Raining. It's been raining all morning. Um, but anyway, doesn't stop us from creating art. That's for certain. So let's continue on with the floral charcoal painting. Thank you so much for watching. Blessings. Okay, I'm a take a pause, take a quick pause, get something to eat. I still feel like painting more, so I'm gonna do some more today. But for right now, I'm gonna stop right here. Um, I'm really pushing it. I'm really pushing to see just exactly how much detail I can get out of this. And so I'm feeling like I'm getting very, very close to completion. So maybe I'll be able to get it done today. That would be truly enjoyable. Uh, and so then I could share what I came up with in this study with respect to um, developing my skill set. So anyway, thank you so much for watching. See you in a bit. Creating Art Over 70 with Cyan Rufus. Blessings. Okay, welcome back. Creating Art Over 70 with Cyan Rufus. Continuing on with the floral charcoal painting. It's such, even with the rainy weather right now, the sun is out and just kind of coming in the window. And so I'm able to like turn off a couple of the lights, the side lights. I've turned them off, and so all I have is just the overhead light shining on the piece now. So it looks pretty nice. I'm really love it when I could sit here and paint with the natural light coming in. During the summer, sometimes it just comes in a little too hot, but then I drop the shade, but then I have a filtered natural light, so it's different. So anyway, enough said. Let's get back to it. Thank you so much for joining me. Okay, all right. I think I'm going to stop right here. I like it. I like what happened. I like how it came out. I'm really happy with the results. Some of the things about this it was like working with this paper was truly incredible because it was giving and giving and giving. It's like how far I wanted to push the piece. It was allowing me to do it, even though my approach to this piece was what I would say backwards from what I learned from this study on this particular type of paper, and probably on any paper that starts with the highest white value. Like when I use the Bristol paper, I'm able to do what I wanted to do, but I didn't really realize the strength of the paper with respect to if you back in to the highlights as opposed to sculpturing them out and trying to bring them out from the darker values. And so I saw that with this paper, and with this paper, some of the other things I was able to realize is that I could really truly move the charcoal around. What I was doing was laying down charcoal with the pencil and then taking the brush and moving it around. And then sometimes I would use the shaper tool to push the finer areas just to try to blend it in there. But that seemed to work really well. And I really think that this particular paper for me, I probably would be able to produce some really, really enjoyable pieces, some incredible pieces. I can't even imagine. Just like when I got into this particular piece, I have the reference here, but how it was going to put it together with the charcoals and the erasers, I just let the piece guide me, and that's what you see here. It just guided me to where it is here. I just followed the flow, sculpting, putting down charcoal, sculpting out, putting down charcoal, which was pretty cool. So I think I was able to accomplish quite a bit of detail. Yes, I could push it further. Of course, always you can push stuff further, but when do you stop? And I think I learned quite a bit out of this piece. So I think it is a good place to stop. Going forward from this, I think when I'm doing charcoal pieces, more so on the high value paper like the whites, I would probably start with a good strong line work, because in reviews I've seen most of the artists I've seen just doing charcoal, they seem to start with a real nice, real defined line work and then back into it with the shading to build the base layer. And then once the base layer is built, then they just continue to build form with shading until they finally get up to where they really start to want to bring in bring in the light values and the highlights and things like this. I really was trying to understand the dynamics of how to use lighting with this paper. I don't have it yet. I don't quite understand it. Not necessarily just this particular paper, but the Bristol paper, the higher value papers. I was able to capture or accomplish some lighting, some dynamic lighting using tone paper, gray tone or tan tone paper using charcoal. But what I really like to do is really create some really nice, brilliant, highly illuminated light, dynamic light pieces with charcoal. And I think I can do it. I know it can be done because I could see it in the paper as I'm painting how to start to work it. But I just need to understand how to back into it a little better with respect to the charcoal and the white surfaces of paper. Um, I was working with the white charcoal a little bit, and so I understand it on this paper. It I was unable to use it to bring out highlight stuff, but I was able to use it to bring out form in the flowers and the pebbles and the leaves. By using the white charcoal, I was able to build in a lot more form, well defined form. Don't get me wrong, just using the charcoal by itself and the eraser, I started to see the form come out. But when I started to incorporate the white charcoal, I could really start to see the form start to pop, for lack of a better word. Okay, so I think I covered. I took some notes. The notes were really for me. I was kind of sharing them with you because I'm doing my studies. I take some notes and then I review them, and then when I get to the next piece, I try to um, build on what I learned from the previous study. Okay, so let me throw a signature on this. I'm gonna go call this one a done deal, and just get ready to think about what was going to be done in the next piece. I'm debating. I'm thinking about doing another study with the big cat, maybe on tone paper to get a feel for it. I think I might do it on tone paper because the tone paper, it starts at a mid-tone. If I'm doing a cat, the majority of the colors are mid-tone values anyway. So if I start at a mid-tone, then I should be able to utilize more of the whiter charcoal to get the really high popping high tones, I think. So anyway, I'm gonna try that in the study. That'll be a nice piece. I think that may be the next piece that I do. Not sure. Anyway, let's get this signed Rufus. Uh-oh. Pause. Okay, get a different pen. That one, it was a pen I had picked up. I wasn't sure how it was going to work. I thought I could use it for this process. Okay, so there we go. Thank you so much for watching Creating Art Over 70 with Cyan Rufus, the floral charcoal painting. See you in the next sessions. Blessings.